What's up, everybody? Welcome into a new episode of the Rapala Collegiate Bass Podcast. New school year's a little over a month away, and we're taking a look back at this past season, 24-25 for the Bass Pro Shops School of the Year, presented by Abu Garcia, the ACA's historic 20th season on the Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series. Today's episode on the Rapala Collegiate Bass Podcast, we're going to be talking with anglers from Carson-Newman University who finished ranked third in the Bass Pro Shops School of the Year, presented by Abu Garcia. Those anglers are Drew Pitts, Nick Dellaporta, and Alex Gore. They're going to be here to talk about the season, hit on some highlights, what it meant for them this past campaign to finish in the top three, as well as what they're looking forward to this upcoming season. Drew, we'll pull you in here first. Man, just real quick, I'm sure most of these teams, especially those that have a history of doing well in the Bass Pro Shops School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia, enter every season with the goal of finishing in first. To finish in the top three, a major accomplishment. Finishing that top 5, top 10, the prestigious top 25, obviously nothing to hang your head on. Finishing third, your quick thoughts coming off of this past 12-month cycle. What did it mean for y'all to be able to finish in the position which you did?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, going into this, like you said, everybody wants to finish first, right? But there's nothing to be ashamed about finishing third, not at all. I think we had a great season as a team. And I think everybody was working as hard as they can and putting the time in. And I think we got some good potential going into this new season. And hopefully we can move up from third, try to see if we can get into the top 2 this year.
Yeah, definitely a good opportunity for any of these teams that finished well this past season to build on it, as some of you guys will be returning to the team this upcoming year. Nick, talk a little bit about maybe some things that y'all have already discussed as a team or the coach mentions or y'all as a group want to try to improve on or build upon to be able to have that opportunity, like Drew said, to finish in the top 2 or possibly win for the 25-26 campaign.
So this year, with our new freshmen coming in, we have a lot of kids that, in all of our opinions on the team, are going to be big game changers to the team and hopefully going to project us into that first and second. But I believe, and I'm sure Drew and Alex and our team could vouch for us, that a major point in our success is going to be how comfortable we are with each other on the team, working together, and making sure we all keep our heads down and stay consistent throughout the year. So to help each other out and keep our heads in and keep our heads on the swivel and just trying our best and kind of working with each other to figure out these lakes and travel-wise and all of that. So I think like Drew said, we have a lot of potential coming in, and I feel that this year our team is going to be the best it's been.
We'll talk some more about this upcoming season in just a moment and what makes y'all's group so special to be able to have the success that y'all do year in and year out. Alex, for yourself, this past go-around, I believe, at the Bass Pro Shops Big Bass Bash presented by Berkeley, the first event at the ACA's historic 20th season last September at Kentucky Lake, Paris, Tennessee. You caught a couple of good fish that had you high up in the standings and earned the team some valuable points. Talk about what it meant for you to be able, at the start of the year, to put some points on the board for Carson-Newman, a team that, we're talking about now is finishing the top 3 for the Bass Pro Shops School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. There to begin the season, what you did was very crucial to getting everything jump-started for the next, 8-10 months.
That Kentucky Lake tournament, it's always been one of my favorite lakes. Last year I made a big decision to run a long way, and it paid off, and I knew if I could catch the fish that we could get some really, really valuable Team of the Year points. And, that's exactly what happened. And we started off the year really good. And that's what we always want, is that first tournament to be really, really good to set us up for the rest of the year.
And that it did. It kind of made a pattern as you look at y'all's points earning opportunities at the ACA double points events throughout the season. Y'all earned over 3,000 points at each of the major ACA regular season events, which that pretty much means on average your top 2 are for sure in the top 50 and that top 30 range. The maximum points that a school could earn is a little over 3,000 at each event. So to be able to do that and start it off there at Kentucky Lake like Alex did, bringing in a couple good fish to the scales, got Carson-Newman moving on throughout the season. Drew, yourself, any highlights throughout the year as the season progressed, where maybe it's something that you and your team, your boat partner did personally, or yourself, or even just across the group that you were proud of a moment, whether it was a major event where teammates got victories or something that happened where maybe you felt like that was kind of a catalyst to get this thing moving in the right direction for y'all to finish the year in the top three?
Yeah, for sure. I think a really crucial tournament for us was the MLF championship on Wheeler Lake, and not necessarily just me and my partner, but the team as a whole. I think the communication there was definitely some of the best I've seen from the teammates, and everybody seemed to work together good. And we had all figured out multiple different patterns, and people were talking, communicating, sharing stuff, and we had some really good success there.
Coming out of the ACA's historic 20th National Championship, the Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Bass Pro Shops took place at Lake Hartwell. There was one more event left on the calendar for the Bassmaster College Series at Lake Chickamauga. You guys entered that event needing to earn some points, not a ton, but needing to get a significant amount of points to be able to move up into the top three. Nick, talk a little bit about going into that week, the game plan, the mindset, the message amongst the team, and then also ultimately being able to achieve it and get up into the top three. Talk about the significance of that final event of the season.
So it's the last season at Chick, like kind of going off what I was saying before about Hartwell, and that's kind of how our team works with a lot of events that are closing into the end of the year. We all kept our heads down. We talked to each other. We shared information, all of that, to try to get as many boats as we possibly could into that top 10 range to get the most points as possible. But on the other hand, too, we were keeping in mind Easton and Chase and Zach and Blake, because they were leading. They were close to leading and had the potential to win the team of the year. So keeping that in mind, I feel like for us, that was another driving point for us to do really good, because obviously we wanted to see them succeed, them get first place in team of the year. In team of the year, but we also wanted to all do good for that school of the year. So like every other event, we fished hard, we communicated, we put our heads down and just grinded. And for some of us, it was Chick is always that tough lake where it's hard to figure out. You need heavy weight to win. And I think everyone had the right mindset to find those fish that will have the potential to win rather than come in with an average bag. So I give props to our whole team for thinking that way and just fishing hard, especially that time of year. Like I was saying, it's hot. There's a lot of wakeboard boats out there, and we just all grinded it out and fished the best we could, tried to fish clean and all that.
Entering each new season for the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia, the ACA has started its annual preseason poll here within the last 4 or 5 years or so, and Carson-Newman University for each of the last 4 years has been picked inside of the top 5 for the preseason poll coming into a new season. Entering this year, you guys were selected third. Ultimately, that's where you finished when all was said and done. Alex, real quick, to be able to be recognized by your peers per the preseason poll, and then to also meet those expectations when everything is said and done. Talk a little bit about the significance of that for you guys and the team.
Yeah, it's awesome to be ranked top 3, and for everybody to know that, we're a really good team, and we have the potential to be number 1. We just have to execute better and fish better sometimes. But the top 3, top 2, but especially first place is what we want and what we've wanted ever since we came to Carson-Newman, and that's why we came to Carson-Newman, because we feel that's our best chance to win School of the Year and be successful as an angler. And that's everybody's goal, is to beat the expectations and do better than anyone thinks we can, and just be the best team out there.
We're talking with Carson-Newman anglers Drew Pitts, Nick Dellaporta, and Alex Gore. They just finished the past season for the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia, ranked third. That makes 6 straight seasons now in which Carson-Newman's finished the year ranked inside of the top 10 for college fishing's only all-encompassing national ranking system. 3 years in a row now, 23, 24, and 25, of which the team has finished in third. Drew, real quick, we're going to kind of come back to some stuff the guys were talking about earlier, but something that was hit on by one of y'all was just the culture and what's created amongst the team from the university coach, the anglers, team partners as well, to be able to create this cohesive group, this unit that functions and goes out across the country as a team to be able to achieve this team success. Speak to it a little bit, kind of fill people in on what you think is so special and why y'all have been able to achieve the success that I just mentioned.
Yeah, so going off of that, a lot of the success you see coming from some of these top teams, and Carson-Newman being one of them, is the culture for sure. And I think a lot of the success can be backed on like stuff behind the scenes, not necessarily what's happening out on the water. It's the prep behind it. It's the friendships you make when you're on campus. It's all of the little things that, get your head in the right place. Because at the end of the day, fishing's a mind game too. So if you've got your head in the right place, you're fishing with guys that you trust, and people are pushing you to be the best you can be as a team. I mean, I feel like Carson-Newman's definitely somewhere where your peers will definitely push you to be better, and I feel like that's where our advantage comes from.
Yeah, you hear it time in and time out as you talk to some of the other teams across the country that always do well in this race too, and it's fun to hear and see because it was the same for me, not on the level of you guys. When my final year or two at the University of Arkansas was when the ACA first started this Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia, and I believe we finished maybe in third or so. But what I'm getting to is throughout the year we fished team qualifiers and different things that kind of projected who got to travel to national tournaments and things of that nature. And when you're going out competing against those guys, when you're on a team like you're talking about yourselves, we've heard others allude to, and Montevallo's and McKendry's and all those that are up there towards the top, is that if you can compete against your own teammates when you're on a good team, you know that you can go out and translate that to fishing on the national level. That's kind of something that you're talking to there, and I wanted to build upon in your response. Nick, we talked to you earlier about you kind of in your response, and one of the first 2 questions was kind of hitting on what needed to happen this upcoming season to be able to achieve the success that y'all want to and the goals that the team's laid out before you. Kind of build on that a little bit in this response and talk to me, what are you looking forward to as this new school year is right around the corner and a new season's about to kick off? Talk a little bit about what you're excited about, looking forward to, and maybe the potential of this team as well.
Yeah, so going off of what Drew said before, with the new freshmen coming in, we believe that a big part of our team is the culture, as Drew was saying, and getting everyone acclimated to the college scene, the college life, and fishing in general. So what I'm looking forward to is, well, first off, is the freshmen coming in, seeing what they're all about, seeing how the team changes, because every time freshmen come in, the team always changes. And I believe with this year, our team knows a lot of the kids coming in. We've did good research on them with their Instagrams and talked to them and all that. So the potential coming in is, I believe, is better than what it has been in previous years. So I'm very excited with that. I think we have a really good shot of winning it this year because of the freshmen coming in and the pure skill that Hunter was able to grab for our team. Besides the culture, I think that a lot of the underclassmen, especially the freshmen that came in last year, the sophomores, junior, seniors, they're more dialed into the lakes than what I think they have been in the past. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people could vouch for this. Fishing as a whole is changing with the new technologies and all that. So I think our team, from fishing the right ways in the past events from this year and the year previous, those freshmen that came in, sophomores and juniors, I feel like they're going to have a really good chance of showing everyone what they're made of, what they've learned, and what the school is creating. And obviously when the freshmen come in, they're able to learn that a lot quicker because we're more familiar with it, and we'll show them the ropes. So I'm just excited for our team in general, see how we're going to do it throughout the year, and I have very, very high hopes of what we're going to accomplish this year as a team level.
All right, Alex, last question's coming your way, man. Got to ask it at the end of the year, if we're talking this time next year in 2026, the 25-26 season for the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia is complete, and we're sitting here talking to you guys again, this time as either the second-ranked team or maybe even the number one-ranked team when it all is said and done and the points are finally tallied. What would it mean to you, the team, and your teammates to be able to accomplish that?
Oh, I think it would mean everything to us because that's our goal we strive for every single year. And, you know, we want to do that for us. We want to do that for everybody that supports us, all our sponsors. We want to do that for Hunter and Frazier, our coaches. And, you know, that's our goal every year. And if we were we have the potential to do it. And if we were to do it, we would try and do it every single year, just how we've always have. And, you know, that the seniors this year that won't get to fish next year, I mean, hopefully we can build on what they've gave us and make them proud by being able to win School of the Year.
That's going to wrap up our conversation with anglers from third-ranked Carson-Newman University. Thank you to Drew Pitts, Nick Dellaporta, and Alex Gore for joining us today on this episode of the Rapala We Are Collegiate Bass Podcast. Guys, thanks again for the time. Best of luck next season, and we'll see just how well y'all can finish there on that Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, Colin.
Welcome to Minnow King. How can I help you?
Everything looks good. I'm friggin' starving, man. Been spawning all morning.
Ugh, TMI, bro. What do you want?
I'll take a Crush City freeloader and gizzard shad.
Anything to drink?
Water.
Pull ahead, please. Welcome to Minnow King.
We're gonna have what he's had.
Yeah, throw me in a net BLT too.
Pull ahead, please.
Calm down. Quit feeding him so much.
Hey, man, I'm trying to, man. If you
If you overfeed him, he's gonna hide under a log.